Good morning. Well, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here. If you're new, hang on, sweetie, because this is not my normal content. This is somewhat my normal content for the last, since JOANN has announced the bankruptcy. So, but for most of the part, those of you who are returning, thank you. You mean the world. I'm not even kidding, because without y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. But, okay, so to explain why I say this is not my norm, but it's kind of my norm lately, is for those of you who don't know, if you're new, I am an employee at JOANN's. I found my dream job only to turn around and get told in February that it's ending. Yeah. But we're not going to focus on that today. Today, when you see this, one of my stores is closed. Or it's their last day. So, you know, on that video where I told y'all the date of April 29th? Well, we were lied to. Surprise, 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 right? Sorry, there is a lot of sarcasm in that. But if you've been going on since we announced the bankruptcy and you've been following any of those videos, you will understand that we are only told a very microscopic amount of information at each of our stores pertaining to this whole thing. So if you want to sit down, chill with me. I have a couple things that I've made in this video, but mainly this is about saying goodbye to one of my stores. Not the store I work at. But, yeah, and seeing what I bought. And I brought home. And I'm being invaded with. Y'all know I have my tea. I think this is going to go on all summer, because even though it's not hot, it's not cold, I never thought I'd turn into a tea drinker, but apparently this is how I like my Mountain Dew for my caffeine, and then I like my non-caffeinated tea, which is really, 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 really hot right now. So, grab your project, grab you something to drink, and hang out with me for a bit. I'm going to try to fit this all in one video. I don't like splitting up videos because I just don't. Alright, so I hit 2 stores. One that is closing. Like I said, it will be closing today as you see this. And the other is just like us, still open. Now, should I have hit the closing store first? Yes. But I did pick up some things at the West Columbia store that North Columbia didn't have at that fantastic price. These are the prices we have been waiting on. And they do it the last 2 weeks that the store's open. Yep. So let me give you a little bit of I'll tell y'all about what happened at North Columbia at the 2-notch store as I show y'all this stuff. But these are the prices. I'm going to show you, and if I just smacked my lips on that, I'm so sorry. That irks me when I hear people do it. So if I did that to y'all, I am so, so sorry. We're going to start with West Columbia. I have 3 bags of that. Yeah. That's a lot. But that's okay. We're gonna stop jawing and get to it. Alright. I tried to minimize the bags so that y'all don't have to hear all this. Now, I have to have my receipt. Because y'all, I have not even taken time. That's why I showed y'all. Look at these. I'm going to show y'all the back of these. But look at how long these receipts are. I joke when I give people these long receipts. I'm like, okay, here's your tree. Alright, let me find West Columbia. So I'm going to have to be referring to my receipt because I have not even taken time to put my little description and how much in my thing. Part of that is because when I got home yesterday, I had an order for Beth Ann for some paper towels. I will show y'all that in a little bit too. Alright, so thank you, Beth Ann. I really appreciate it. Actually, Beth Ann is not the only one. Brandy bought, I've already shipped out Brandy's, I've already shipped out Teresa's, and I've already shipped out Barbara's. So I shipped out Barbara, no, first it was Teresa, then it was Barbara, then it was Brandy, and now it's Beth Ann. Thank y'all, ladies. I appreciate it. I have so much fun making these that I really appreciate it. And y'all are restoring my faith that I did not buy all this stuff for nothing. Which I told y'all I have backup plans if this paper towel thing doesn't take off, or if y'all don't like it. But if this is any indication, y'all like them. So, West Columbia. Alright, this batik. Yeah, this is going to be annoying to me, so I hope it's not that annoying to you. I don't even see it. And normally I have them give me my cut counter receipt. But sometimes they don't, and if I don't ask for it, they don't give it to me. Well, this batik I can't find on here. I know it's on here, because she counted how many things. I hope she didn't count twice for this. But anyway, these are all only 30% off cottons, okay? But I love this batik. And you know how I said I should have went to North Columbia first? You'll see why in a minute. But anyway, this, I think this is so gorgeous. Oh, wait, nope. What was that just fell out? Oh. This might be the one I bought the other day. It is. Okay. Wait. Oh. Alright, confession time. I did this in 2 days. Me and my daughter-in-law went to West Columbia and Two Notch. And then my grandson and her, she had to use the bathroom, and you know, all the JOANN's bathrooms are closed down now. I did it, y'all, again, and I'm sorry. But that was me trying to stop it from falling out of my mouth. So the first day I did do these. All right, so I don't need my receipt. Well, yeah, I do, because oh, you know what I did? I don't know what I did. All right, we're just going to roll with it because I'm so utterly confused at this point. So this right here, it was 30% off. But this batik, it's called the Bright Geo Patterns. Now, I am a batik lover. I love all things batik because batik is very, very good for quilting, or so I've heard. But I love the hand-dyed look of it. And it is a different quality cotton that I'm not mad at. But isn't that pretty? Geo Brights, because it has all those geometric brights in it. Now, I told you my daughter-in-law was with me, right? Let's see. No, you know what? I grabbed the wrong bag. I sure did. I grabbed the wrong bag. I showed y'all this. That's why I have that. Y'all, let me tell you, if you could see my cubby right now, you would understand why I'm so confused as to what I have and what I don't have. There's my bag. Okay. Sorry. I've already showed you this. So we're going to put this to the side. There is no side. I'm just telling y'all. I can barely even... Oh, cheesy Pete, my chair's in that rut again. See, I love my mat that I bought, but once I sit here for a minute, it gets in a rut. Or even if my chair is sitting here, I'm going to tear this bag, so it's just a thing. But, alright, just deal with it. I mean, bear with me, not deal with it. Just deal with just the sound just for a minute. Let me get this mess out of here. And we won't have to hear the bag anymore. Yeah, see, I don't have the yellow slip, the cut counter slip of this. So this is the first day when me and my daughter-in-law went, and this was West Columbia. This is flannel, and I think this is so, so pretty because I've seen it, but I didn't buy it because I try to think outside of my box and to what other people may want, so I did not grab this. This is called Pink and Periwinkle Sweater Plaid. Sweater Plaid. Now, this is flannel, so I'm not sure why they're calling it sweater plaid, but I thought this was gorgeous. That pink and periwinkle blue. Oh. But anyway, she liked it, and I'm like, really? My little dark-loving, monotone heart daughter-in-law likes the pink and the periwinkle. It's like, okay, that's a sure sign. I'm getting that. So I told the lady, just give me what with the rest of that. And I think it ended up being... I don't know. It might not have got the rest of that. I might have only got the 4 yards of that one. So that will be an addition to the website. I don't know, y'all. I already have 92 options on these things. Should I hold off on adding these? And if y'all want it, just email me. Because I don't know. I think you can only have 100 options per product. Still learning this website. Then I got this. And this was another reason why I said I should have went to North Columbia first. I got this, and I ended up getting what was left of this one. And I believe this was only a yard. But, Teresa, if you're watching, this is the one that I did for my daughter-in-law. So let me know if you're good on the paper towels. Don't worry about it. But just let me know. It's not going on the website yet. Alright. Now, confession time. That's all for the flannel that I got that day. I did get more flannel. Alright. This I thought was not flannel, but it is. And it reminds me, that mustard yellow in that reminds me, I'm getting 70s vibe from this. Am I the only one? Sorry, y'all, my nose is itching. Am I the only one getting the 70 vibe from this? I don't know. I loved it, so I got it. Alright. Now, this right here. Now, the flannel at West Columbia and our store is only at 50%. Okay. That's good, but it's not great. It's not like slap my forehead, give me all the fabric. Great. I'm saving that for the last. Because North Columbia, 2-Notch Road, these are the prices that we were waiting on. But I'm getting through the other stuff first. Alright. Now this one right here, y'all know I showed y'all that cable knit pattern. I got 3 yards of this, but look, I got the blue version. Now, I wish I could have gotten more of this, but I don't think that, I'll have to see. I might have to text my little friend up there and see if they have any more at West Columbia. Alright. This is still going on my daughter-in-law's recommendations. Of, tying some browns and some stuff in there to that. But I thought this was really pretty anyway. Because even if you don't have like a, my hair, gosh, dog is up under my glasses. But even if you don't have brown in your kitchen, these are good for fall anyway. Now this one right here is, it's called brown plaid. And I got 4 yards of it. I did have my ticket. For this part anyway. Alright. Now this is another one. She didn't pick it, but it was influenced by her love of dark colors. But I like this. And it's just little flowers and stuff. It's just black background with little cream night. Well, they're calling them night blooms. And I buy that. I see why it would be called night blooms. Alright, and I think I have 4 yards of that. No, I only have 3 yards of that. Oh, but that's the 108 inch. That's why it's so thick. I'm like, that thing was awful heavy for 3 yards. Now, this is for my gray lovers. And I know y'all are out there. Y'all have shown me that you're out there. Look at that. Oh, geometric shapes. This one is actually called Gray and White Maze. I don't see no maze in that, but, I got 4 yards of that. Alright, let me set this bag down. Okay. So, that's all the flannel for now. Until we get to 2-Notch. Now, they're like I said, their cotton wasn't spectacular at West Columbia as far as the discount, but they had some that we don't. And Deborah and Macy had me thinking, because I've been emailing them back and forth the last couple days for bags that they're having me do. And one is sea creatures and animal, water life or mammals or my brain is talking faster. My brain is moving faster than I can talk. Because y'all, I wanted to make this video yesterday morning, but my grandson wanted to spend the night with me, so there was going to be no video. So Deborah wanted, she was telling me that things that matter to them where she lives is water animals, the ocean, the ocean mammals, forest, the trees and just woods, right? So, and then Macy was interested in that black cosmic flannel that I showed y'all last time. Okay. I love my tea, but it's getting me hot. It's getting me hot. And no, it ain't a hot flash. Y'all, them doctors took care of that a long time ago. I mean, every now and again, but all my girl stuff was taken care of in my 20s after my boys were born. So I don't really have hot flashes every now and again, but this is tea. And the fact that it is 70 degrees out there this morning at 7 a.m. Yeah. Anyway, so Macy was wanting that cosmic, and I told her, you know, I had a black cosmic that was close to that flannel. And so I showed it to her, and she liked it. But then I told her, I also have some blue cosmic colors. So I showed her what I had. So when I went in with my daughter-in-law to West Columbia, these two things were on my mind. And I found this. Look at those gorgeous, gorgeous stingrays. Now, they didn't have a lot of this. Wrong ticket. Cheesy Pete. I got so many tickets. I'm gonna confess, I got too many tickets. Alright, so they only had a yard of this left. So, this right here is some precious stuff. You know, like, what's his name in Lord of the Rings? My precious. This is gorgeous. I mean, this just made my brain light up. Alright. So, stingrays. Done. Let me see, is there any... Okay. So, that's all I found as far as ocean life, right? Now, Macy, if you're looking, I have more cosmic. Now, this is more eclectic. This is more galaxy type. Well, it's all cosmic. Let's just face it. But I thought this was gorgeous. And y'all know me in blues and purples. Right? Sorry. I'm having fun today. Because, like I said, I have been wanting to get this video done. I don't have very much of that. I think I have 2 yards of that. It's kind of hard to tell. Alright, so that's the one. That's that one. Alright, so what is this one? Okay, so they called this one Interstellar Galaxy. I only got 2 yards of each of these. Alright, so I got 2 yards of all of this is cotton, by the way. So if y'all do want a bag in any of this, just email me. I'm still working on getting my custom option up. Now this is, they call this one Purple Galaxy Glitter. Yes, because it does have some glitter. And I'm going to hope I can show you that. I'll turn it. Keep turning it. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Y'all know I try not to make all this stuff, stuff with this, because I have enough project bags. But how beautiful is that? Cool. Alright, now this is, they call this Teal Galaxy, I think. Teal Galaxy Metallic. Y'all, I didn't know this in the store. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you on camera. All the little star, what do they call those? Come on, y'all help me out. I know you're saying it to the camera. I mean, to the TV. Or to your phone. Twinkles. They're metallic. And I don't know if that's reading on the camera. Ah! Now, my very first trial bags that y'all have never seen was of cosmic material. And those were my oopsie bags. And I said at the beginning of this project bag endeavor that I was going to put them on the site at a discounted rate as oopsies. And there's nothing structurally wrong with them. They're just missized, you know. And I still haven't done it. Because even though, yes, there are mistakes in every bag that I make. But most of them are very, very minor. And while I don't mind, okay, I have a high standard. But if the mistake is very minor and it's of no consequence and it's just a little trademark that says, hey, you know what? A human being made this. And I am not perfect, so neither is my stuff. But they're usually very minor. If it's big, I pull it out and fix it. Okay. Now, I told y'all my daughter-in-law was with me. Yes, Lord, that child was with me. Y'all, I have the best daughter-in-law. Because like I told her on the way back from Columbia, I was like, you know, we got the best of both worlds. We are, yes, we have the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationship, yes, and that's great. But we're also great friends. We're each other's, we're not besties, but we're darn near close, I would say, because we know each other so blasted well. I mean, hello, 8 years now. Actually, next month they're going to be celebrating 9 years together. So I know this woman. I was about to say I know this girl. But y'all know me. If they're this much younger than me, I feel it's your girl. But you're not. You're a grown woman. You are a queen in your own right. So I'm hold off on these three first. All right. So she's seen this, and she liked it, and I like it, but I wasn't sure if it would be a hit. So, and it's only 2 yards. It didn't break the bank. But, I mean, 2 yards isn't going to make a whole lot. But it's a good trial run. So, y'all tell me what you think. It's just a little farm print. Cow, goat, horse, chickens, lambs, sheep. And they didn't have a whole big selection at West Columbia for this kind of stuff, for the farm prints. Because I was looking for farm prints. Specifically, I was looking for chickens. Because of Deborah and Caitlin. Because my daughter-in-law, she loves her some chickens. So, I like this. Y'all tell me what you think. The biggest part for me is they're not cartoony, but they're hand-drawn. So, they're not photo-real, right? And I like that. Okay. I may have gone crazy with the flannel before. Y'all have seen my bee collection on my flannels, right? But one of you, I cannot remember your name to save my neck right this minute. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You asked me about the celestial bees in the flannel, and I told you that those were earmarked for the paper towels. I even showed you this bee the last time, but this is kind of a cartoony bee, and it's not anything like the celestials. And your name escapes me right now, and I'm so sorry. That doesn't mean you mean any less to me, because you got me on a hunt. But I found some more bee stuff. Look. Actually, I should preface this to say, my daughter-in-law found some more bee stuff. She found this one, which I love this one. Because I could pair this. I would probably do the black bottom. But I might venture and do like a sunflower yellow drawstring. I don't know. What do y'all think of that? I would have to lay that out, because that's what I do a lot of times. I lay it out and see if I like it. Now this one I picked. I know, shocker. You're gonna be like, Lynn, you did that? Yes, I picked this one. But it's bees. Gray bees on black. But look at the flower detail in the body of the bee and the wings. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. And these are wood bees, carpenter bees, bumblebees. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So when I sit out on my front porch right now, and Sorry, I'm trying to be mindful of y'all's time. So when I sit on my front porch, because my daughter-in-law and my son bought me some glider chairs for Christmas. It's a set of 2 chairs that they're attached, but they have a table in the center, and the 2 chairs move at their own thing. So I will sit out there, and sometimes when they're here, she'll join me, or the baby. You know, if it's just me and him, we'll sit out there. And we have these bumblebees, and they must have a nest or something nearby, because they'll come up and I will literally stroke down their back as they're hovering in front of me. And my grandson thinks this is the coolest thing ever. This is the first year they've let me touch them. I celebrate my bees every year because, hello, I grow things. I need my pollinators, you know. But these bees hover, wanting me to pet them. And then if another bee or wasp, oh Lord, y'all, it's on. And there's only 2 bees that let me pet them. And the reason I know it's those 2 bees is because they were hovering in front of me one day, and I literally pet both of their backs at the same time. So the others don't let me mess with them. Or these would be temperamental if they're having a mood or something, you know, they don't want me to touch them when I go, because I just put my hand up, and if they want to be petted, they hover, and so I just reach my finger out. I don't like go, I'm not presumptuous. I'm not going to touch the bee if it doesn't want to be touched. No, y'all, I've not gone off the deep end. Well, maybe. But I'm glad that y'all are here anyway, because I love y'all. Now, this one right here is one my daughter-in-law's seen. I've seen it. I've loved it from afar. But at 20%, I was not getting it. Because this is up there with the boutiques as far as price. And I saw it and I'm like, you know, I like it. I love how the colors pop off of it. But it's the sayings on it that gets me. It says, be grateful. Sweet bee, you are my sunshine. Be happy. Be sweet. I mean, and it's got little, there's little, crowns, like queen bees. But is this not beautiful? Now, I splurged on this. Even at 30%, I got 4 yards. Because like I told my daughter-in-law, even if y'all don't want this as bags, I may put this as a quilt bag. So I got 1 yard to be able to make bags with. And then I got 3 yards to do a quilt backing. Because I have a lot of boutiques over there that have bees on them. That are in that bee line. I showed y'all that back when I showed y'all that big clearance haul. But I love this. This is so beautiful. And she couldn't believe I bought 4 yards. I was like, you did it. It's your fault. It's not. It's totally not her fault. But, okay. That's it for West Columbia. Y'all ready? I know I am. Now I have forgotten what I said I was going to tell y'all here in a little bit. Maybe it'll come to me. I don't know. But I have to move some stuff. Told y'all I have no space over here, my darlings. None. Oh, I did. Okay. So, this bag right here was not bought at North Columbia. But I'm going to put it with a part of North Columbia so I don't forget to show you. Because apparently, I forget everything this morning. I'm so excited to show y'all all this stuff. I'm just going to put this right here. This stuff I showed y'all. Because I don't have any more room, you know. Oh, But I have some good news, sort of, kind of, maybe. That my husband has said he doesn't want me, and this is him thinking of me and my stuff. He says he doesn't want to get me the Amazon metal building because he's worried about condensation and whatnot. And at first I kind of did my Elvis lip, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you know, because you'll get condensation in there and it'll ruin your cloth. And I'm thinking, how? But I guess in the summertime, you know, with it being so hot, and then I'll have the AC in there, so it may. Well, he said that in light of that, he will get those old DVDs out of my son's old room to where I can have that room for my craft room. So, he said this. I told you this. I told my daughter-in-law, my son, and my other son, and my grandson. So I have told everybody. So now he is obligated to follow through. He's got to sell those movies. Little backstory on that real quick. We used to have a thrift store up in Columbia. And when Video Warehouse closed down, we bought all of their stock. Yeah. That was a big chunk of money. But we bought it, and we sold some of it in the thrift store, but not all of it. We were about to sell them all to one person up in Columbia. And I regret it now. But, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. That he was wanting a little bit cheaper than we were willing to sell it for. And we said no, much to our detriment. Yeah. So anyway, we have about 5,000 DVDs. If anybody wants any, hit me up in the emails, because we need to get rid of them. All right. I will sell them as a group for cheap, or I'll sell them in like 100. Yeah, just email me if you want them. Anyway, so now we're moving to North Columbia, and I split this one into 2 days. Okay, to be fair, when me and my daughter-in-law and my grandson went, I had a lot. All right, I'm not gonna lie. And as I'm gonna show y'all videos of this at the end of this. I'm gonna show y'all some film that I took in the store. But I was like the 10th in line the first day. And as we were going up front, I realized having her and having my grandson with me was a distraction. I love having them with me, don't get me wrong. But for this kind of shopping, as far away as that is, I was distracted. By them and by everybody else, and by the savings that... Woo! Anyway, so as we were walking back out, we were walking up, not back out. We had left the cut counter after they had measured all my fabric, gave me my ticket. I was headed to the cashier, and I seen the 108 inches. That's these beautiful things right here. And usually I use these for liners or the bottom of bags and drawstring sleeves. But because, I mean, let's face it, we all need a good solid, right? But I seen this white, well, not this white. I seen a white, and it was a full bolt. Oh. And I looked at her, I was like, Caitlin, I want this. She's like, Miss Lynn, we'll have to stand in line again. She's like, I can't. So I was like, okay. So I put it down. Y'all, I'm not kidding. My grandson stayed with me, and that kept me up partially because, you know, he kept kicking me in the back and whatnot. He's only 4, so he still wants to sleep with us. But I didn't sleep well. And I kept thinking about what I missed. The FOMO, fear of missing out, was so real throughout the night. And the sign said, and this is what I want to tell y'all where where you can spend your money on these closing stores. If you have any still open that are closing here in the end of April, go to them. Especially, I know the fabric is a huge thing. They didn't really have any yarn, so I didn't go over there. Fabric is 70-80% off. And then if you buy the rest of the bolt, you get an additional 50% off the entire bolt of fabric. Not just that last little non-full yard. You get the entire, it's like a remnant price for the whole bolt. The whole bolt, y'all. I'm not even kidding. So, a lot of this ended up being really cheap per yard. This is the time to where you want to flood your JOANN. Now, it said today only. It was wrong. I figured it was a marketing technique, but I texted my manager yesterday morning at 6 o'clock. Because we get to work at 6 o'clock. I wasn't going to text her before that because I knew she'd be driving, but I knew she would be at work by 6. So I texted her and asked her if any of her friends were ones that was closing down at the end of April. And she says, yeah. She said, one of them is, but she's on vacation, so I don't think she would know. So I told her what the sign said, and I said, it says today only. But I missed out on a couple 108 inches, so I would love to go back. And she says, well, just call them. And I said, well, you know, they're not answering their phone because they're so swamped. Obviously, y'all. I mean, there's lines down the cash register. There's lines down the cutting counter. They don't have time to be answering the phone. They don't. So I wasn't going to do that to them. Well, she ended up texting me back and saying, you know, she put it to her manager's group. And they said, yeah, that it was still going. I said, okay, it's on like Donkey Kong. Well, my grandson didn't want to go. Imagine that, right? So I took him down to his mama because he wanted to go home and play some video games. I'm not judging. That baby loves his little video games. Minecraft is his probably favorite one. But he learns a lot on that. So, I'm not really mad at that. But anyway, so, now, that sign that I told y'all, that's for anybody. That's just not team members. Because we don't get pricing, we don't get our team member discount on remnants. And that's what they were treating all of this stuff as, was remnants. Now, these, yes, I got my employee discount on this. I'll accept, oh no, okay. I thought I bought all batik, but I didn't. Alright. Batik. Ah! Hold on. I'm dropping it. Batik and non-batik. Come on. Sorry, y'all. My laptop's over here flashing up. My software's out of date or something. Batik, non-batik. Now, these fat quarters. Oh, no, you're shedding. Nope, you're not going to shed on my fabric. Well, it is fabric, but it's jelly rolls. And they cut them with pinking shears. Well, it's not pinking shears. It's a machine that cuts it like pinking shears. But you still get the fuzz. Yeah. So these, I believe, now let me grab that receipt. I have two notch receipts. Okay. Yes. So, let me, these are 63 cents a piece. You cannot beat that. And for batiks, heck yeah, you know I'm there for it. So this will add to my batik collection. And there was some in there that I left in there. These are not batiks. So, this will add to my batik collection. And this will add to my regular collection. Now, I love these. I thought these were so fun and tropical and cute. I just, oh, yes, mercy. Uh-oh. I had a batik hiding in there. Hey, Maya. Good morning. Good morning. All right. And then I've seen some little rainbow stars. And now these and these match. So I figured I could put those in a quilt together real pretty. So I got 2 of these. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much that is. Because it's lost in this thing somewhere. Blue turquoise snake blender. That might be this one. 94.53. Maybe not. No. I don't know. Let me look at the other one. So these are normally $14.99. Let me see if I can find the price. No. Okay. So I paid $2.31 for this. I'm not sure how much I paid for this. Oh, $2.72. All right, so I paid $2.72 for these, and $2.31 for that fat quarter bundle. You can't beat that. Normally, fat quarters bundles are at least $1 a fat quarter. So I'm happy. All right. Now, y'all know I have been focusing on getting flannels, right? But, like I told my husband, the very end of this, I want flannel and cotton. And some apparel if I can find it. Because I have found some at our store that I really want for dresses. I even got my daughter-in-law, I forgot to bring it over here, but I got her a McCall pattern that she asked for. So I'm going to do this first. Alright. She saw this fabric. Actually, she saw 2 different fabrics that she liked. And she ended up getting this one. Now, since if you buy the whole bolt, you get the 50% off, I bought the whole thing. And I told her, because there's 8 yards, I said, we can totally both have dresses out of this. We just won't wear them at the same time, so we won't be twinsing. Because my dress is going to be a different pattern anyway, but still, once you have the print, it's... But I thought, okay, hold on, she tucked it in here. I don't want to make a mess of this thing, but I want to show y'all. I think this is pretty. Now, she will wear this year-round, but I would probably save this for just for wintertime. But I really thought that was pretty. And this right here, I think this was like 90 cents a yard. I'm feeling like Charlie at the Stitchery when she can go to Remainders over in California. Now, that being said, I bought just a plain gray knit. But y'all know that I'm doing that yellow knit. It's over there to where you can't see. I haven't finished that one. But I've been sidetracked with buying more stuff, making more stuff. Because I made several bags. And I haven't videoed them yet. I'm probably going to video them tomorrow. But I won't release those until they are off and hopefully have made it to their destination before I show you. Because I don't want no spoilers, you know. But anyway, this right here, I don't remember how much this was. But like that 90 cents for my daughter-in-law's, yeah. So this can't be too bad. Solid gray heather. 4 yards for $2.60. That's 45 cents. 45 cents is $2.40. Yeah. I mean, 40 cents is $2.40. So yes, 45. Okay, now I am talking like Charlie, because she would get a lot of hers at 40 cents per yard. But I figured this could either, I could make it the dress. My daughter-in-law was thinking a shirt, but and it is great for that too. But I have 4 yards. I could make a dress with this with highlights of different colors, different panels on that. Speaking of that, I got this at work a couple weeks ago, and now watch me not be able to get it out. I put it over here to get it out of the way. Alright. So y'all know I bought that yellow tie-dye, marbly looking for a test run. Well, this was even cheaper, because this was on clearance when I bought this. And it's yellow with white dots. Now, I got 4 yards of that just because it was the end of the bolt and I wasn't going to leave a yard, because a yard's not going to do anybody any good. So I bought 4 yards of this. But I thought this would be so pretty in a dress. And if I didn't want to make the whole dress like this, I could accent it with that gray, right? Alright. So that's it as far as apparel fabric that we found. Now, I have found more apparel fabric at my store and West Columbia. And I'm just waiting on the price to drop a little bit more. Because right now, I think it's like 40% off at my store. Which isn't bad. But that's still, it's like $9 a yard. That's a little rich for my blood. Especially if I don't know if I'm going to like it. Because I'm so funny about the way different materials hang. Because, you know, I have these little poochies. Yes, I know. I've gotten back to my normal size. But since I was heavier, I have skin. And you see that really bad in the way some things hang. So, I don't want to battle that. Because I'm all being comfortable in your body. And being proud of the body that you're in. But I'm also not going to let everybody see every flaw I have either. That's a comfort thing. I don't feel pretty if you see all my little flaws. So anyway, I'm not encouraging that behavior because it's not good. So, I did go back and get these 108 inch. They didn't have the white that I wanted. But they did have this white. And they call this Ice Wow. So it does have a faint, crackly look to the white, which I think is still cool, but, you know, I hated missing out on the solid white. Well, actually, technically, it wasn't solid. It had very faint stripes on it. But I got some gray, I got some red, I got some brown, woodsy-looking stuff. I got dark green, gray, white, and then I got this little blue plaid-y look. It looks like brushed plaid, kind of. Like someone just took a paintbrush and went crazy. So, all of those. Now, those I ended up getting... We're gonna see how... Ooh, those wasn't as good of a deal as I thought they were. I mean, they're good, okay? It's a good deal, but... It's not like the 60-something cents for that. Or the 80 cents for that apparel fabric. Let's see. So it averaged, not bad now. It averaged about $3 or $4 a yard. But for 108 inch, y'all, you're not going to find that anywhere. Anywhere. Alright, now. I went in, yes. Flannel is the goal right now. Because, like I was explaining to my daughter-in-law, I can find quilt and cotton almost anywhere. But flannel is not the same. I can't find flannel just anywhere. Unless y'all have some ideas. If you have any hints, tricks, suppliers of good flannel, let your girl know. So I was able to get some more of this that Teresa wanted, that I made for my daughter-in-law. But I think, the remainder on the bolt is maybe a yard. Let me see. The plaid Titan. The tartan plaid. I think that's what this one's called. Yeah. Yep. So it was only a yard. But I did get another yard. So I have 2 yards of this. Alright, you know what? It's going to go up there for the moment. So I did want to focus on flannel. But they didn't have a lot in the flannel department. So I went out on a limb with this. I love it. And my daughter-in-law looked at me like I was crazy. But that's okay. If y'all don't like this, if this does not sell, this is watercolor. I think I was able to get 2 yards of this. So it wouldn't do a whole back. Well, it might do like a crib quilt. Yeah. And how pretty would that be as a crib quilt? Wow. Could not talk on that. Alright, this is watercolor moons. Oh, imagine that. I should have known that. Okay, so it was 2.5 yards. So, yeah. I can totally make that at the back of a quilt. I love that. Okay. Then I got just a traditional red. Now, I did tell her, I regret it, but I did tell her to go find me a smaller bolt. Because the one I had was almost a full bolt. Had I realized, that was the very first day and we had not checked out yet. So had I realized just how much I would have saved, I would have got the full bolt. So I think this is only, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I got maybe 4 yards. Maybe 4 yards. But red can go with anything. Red's a good holiday color, too. Ah! Alright. My daughter-in-law suggested this. And then when she found out that I was getting the whole bolts, she's like, Miss Lynn, are you sure? Yep. I like this. So, if I cannot sell this, and if I don't want to use it on the back of a thing, this would make a good overshirt in the wintertime. I have just the pattern that I could use for it, probably. I have not tried that pattern, so I don't know. But I could always self-draft it if worse comes to worse. But I like this. Call me crazy, but I like this. And as you can see, it's a pretty significant piece on that. Alright. Now, I am... Ooh. I'm at an hour. I think I might have to cut this out. I think I'm going to have to cut it in half. I didn't want to. Yeah. I'm not going to do this to y'all. And I thought I was moving pretty fast. But y'all know me. I still talk. I'm going to stop here. All right. I have some more flannel. I have cotton, and I have other things I want to talk to y'all about, including some makes. So hang with me. I will finish this up for Thursday, and I'll show you my makes. I'm so sorry. I said I wasn't going to... Just the sheer volume wasn't going to let me. Even if I didn't talk, it wasn't going to let me do it in one video. And I hate that, but it is what it is. Okay, y'all. If this isn't your thing, please don't unsubscribe. Just ignore the next couple videos. Because you know what? We all get tired of people every now and again. I have to take a break from my podcasters. I still watch them. I will let their video play on mute so that they can get the view. And then when I'm ready to sit down with them and hang with them again, then I'll rewatch it. So technically, I'm doing them better because they get 2 watches from me. But, you know, I don't unsubscribe to anybody because I don't look at it. I still want to connect with these people, even if I need a break. Because sometimes I need a break from YouTube completely as far as watching my channels. But, yeah, just don't unsubscribe. Just, you know, you know from my thumbnail and my, the thing that I, anyway, the thumbnail and the title of the video. So, stay tuned for that last little, the little clip that I took. It wasn't long, but just, you know, that was the 2-notch store, and I wanted to show y'all. So, I'm going to cut it for today, and I will see you Thursday. Whatever, now, one of you commented, Shannon, that I was like a creative version of Bob Ross. And let me tell you, you had me giggling so hard. I even showed my family that comment. Because the very first time I signed off of my video telling y'all that I hoped you found joy in something that you did today, that personifies who I am. And so it just became a natural way for me to end my videos. Now, I think that was a compliment. So thank you, Shannon, with your single N in your name. I love that. And, you know, it's because there's so much going on in the world all the time. I don't care what political season we're in or what faith season we're in, or, you know, whatever's going on in the world at any time throughout history. It's always flux. It's always up and down. And so we all need we need that centering to where we can't control any of that. We can only control ourselves and how we react to outside stimuli or what's going on in the world or what's going on at home. We can only control the way we react. So things still make me mad. Things still upset me. Things break my heart. But I still try to find some joy in every day. Because without that, why would you? You know, I don't want to become someone who doesn't see the joy because I have my blinders on. I don't want to be that person. And I don't want that for you. So that's the way I close out my videos, because I just want the best for you and me. And if that means finding something to be happy with in your day, something that brings you joy, something that brings a smile to your face, that makes your brain light up, that makes your heart sing, I hope you find it today. And sometimes we have to look for it, but we can find it in everything, every day. Not in everything, but in every day we can find one thing. So I hope you find yours today. and I will see you Thursday. Y'all take care. Bye. Okay, so I am back today because I didn't get a chance to yesterday with my daughter-in-law and grandson getting too tired. So let's see what we can find. Okay, so this is the line to the cutting counter. It's roughly 10 people in front of me, maybe? I can't tell. But this is what I was telling y'all about. This is North Columbia, the 2-notch road. And it starts with Home Deck, which we knew that would probably not move very much. This will probably go to an overstock store of some kind. Just to kind of give y'all another overview, the fabric is not... Sorry about that. I don't want to film anybody that does not want to be filmed. So I can't really take you in a whole lot of spaces. But the deal is you pay the 60% off, and then at the register you take an additional 50% off if you choose to get the whole bolt. And see, they have a little bit left, but that's it. And I was going to take you on the rest of the store, but it's empty, so we're going to leave it at that. Well, 2-Notch Road, it was fun, but we will see you next trip.